Assalamu alaikum. Miftah Ismail is a renowned economist known in the whole of the world, one of the very competent economists in Pakistan. He said something astonishing. Although he belonged to the PMLN, he was the finance minister in the PDM government prior to Ishaq Dar, and he was a member of PMLN, but he is still, although associated with the PMLN, but his views differ from that of the PMLN, like that of Shahid Khaqan Abbasi, Mustafa Nawaz Khokar, since have they have created a group, and this group is talking about things impartially. The state of affairs in Pakistan, what has happened with the Pakistan, what is happening with the Pakistan, and where the country is going. So these three people are, taking a totally different stance from that of their mother party, PMLN. And Miftah Ismail was saying that the country is in the same track, nothing has changed at all. And prior to the arrival of the PDM government, it was the PTI which was victimizing the opposition, particularly the PMLN people, and you know, and since they imprisoned Shahbaz Sharif, Hamza Sharif, and Maryam Nawaz, Shahid Khaqan Abbasi for quite a lot of time. I mean, maybe some of them for 22 months, some of them for 1.5 year, etc., etc. So all of that is still continuing, okay, according to the Miftah Ismail. Nothing has changed here in this country. Now it is the PDM government, and which is actually not so fair. And though this PDM government is creating the cases against the PTI leader, so it is a kind of political vendetta which is going on, and without abetting, without any sort of respite, and without any sort of change, the Pakistan, according to him, Pakistan is on the same track. Unfortunately, nothing is different. And then he was also found saying that although the genuine issues are like like the food prices have gone so high, like the medicine prices have gone so high, like the education is the same, and no improvement has ever been made in this sector. The hospitals, the health, all of that is in quite bad shape. And as for the successive Pakistani governments are concerned, whether belonging to the PTI, the PDM, all of them are just worried just about their own personal, about their own family matters, and their interests, financial and otherwise. They all want to become, they all want to become powerful, they all want to gain the power, they all want to sustain the power, to retain the power in their hand, and that is what their top priority. Whether the country, whether the nation is going in the right direction, the wrong direction, whether the people are being benefited or not, these are not the priorities of the government, neither the government of today nor the government of the yesteryears. So that was being said by, astonishingly, by Miftah Ismail. No change according to him, neither the previous government nor the present government, and they don't see any sort of pleasant change coming in the country as well. So this is very unfortunate situation. I think it should have been avoided. And why is it happening like that again and again with the country like Pakistan, with the people like Pakistanis? That is something which needs to be ascertained by we the people, that what's wrong after all, what's wrong with us. Isn't it there, isn't there any good people in the country, good politicians in the country who should be supported and who should be brought to power? I think there are. Take for example the case of this new group which is led by Shahid Khaqan Abbasi and then supported by Miftah Ismail, Mustafa Nawaz Kokar, and then there is a purely democratic party in Pakistan without naming. I shall like to say there is only one political party which is truly democratic in the country. Also, it was the Kashif Abbasi who was interviewing Miftah Ismail, and Kashif Abbasi said that all of these all of these all the stakeholders in the country, all the civil bureaucracy, the military people, the judiciary, the politicians, and then it is the business elites, the feudal lords, and all of them, the technocrats, should sit together, and they should they should sign a new charter, and a new charter which is desperately needed. First of all, it should be the charter of economy, and earlier it was maybe the PMLN or any other political party which was suggesting that a charter of economy be signed by all the considerable political parties in Pakistan, so that no matter which government comes, the policy, the basic structure should remain the same, and the basic principles should not be violated. I think that here in Pakistan we do need a kind of truth and reconciliation commission like that of South Africa, because there in the South Africa, once Nelson Mandela came to power, whatever he did, first of all, it was the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. It actually means that you do have to admit whatever wrongdoing you have been doing, and then after that maybe it will be forgiven and you will not be punished for that, but simply it should be on the record, and that this person has done this much of the loss to the country, and that politician, that general, and that judge, or that civil bureaucrats have caused this much of the losses to the country, either economically or otherwise. As for the economy is concerned, the people, the ruling class in Pakistan is getting richer and richer with the passage of time. They are accumulating the resources of the nation in their own hands, and the country is being deprived of all that. This is very unfortunate. The overwhelming majority here in Pakistan, they are unable to feed their children, feed themselves well, and they are unable to buy even the medicines, and the medicine and the food and even the basic education. This is too is being considered as a luxury, and I think that is very unfortunate situation.